Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials, and Tribulations. It's been a little bit since I've played this game, mainly because I got sick for like a week and a half. It wasn't even really sick; it was basically just congested. But that meant I couldn't really do voices well. But I'm back for episode 2, The Stolen Turnabout. Time is 1 a.m. Detective, we made it. Ooh, what a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. Oh, you said it, pal. Must have been our rock-solid security that scared him off. Would you mind opening the safe just to double check? Ah, we've been had. Out front, guards, turn on the searchlights. Ha 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 ha. Better luck next time, gentlemen. Ha 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 ha. Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. October 11th, 3:24 p.m. Wright & Co. law offices. Hey, Nick, get a load of this. Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important. What are you freaking out about now? Today will be the last time you talk to me that way. Huh? We're about to hit the big time. Big time? And what do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are. Huh, don't be silly. I'm talking about me and Pearly, of course. Hello. It's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Pearls, you haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway? Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. What's this? Some kind of poster? Treasure exhibit, the Sacred Urn, Corain Village. Lordly Taylor. Corain Village? Isn't that... That's right, it's our hometown. Pearly and mine, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies? Ha ha ha. Very funny. You can laugh all you want. But you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasures of Corain exhibit doesn't actually start until next week. But the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? Same Maya, different day. This young lady here is Maya Fey, the younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I've been the one who's keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium, and a bit of a shady character. Hey, who you calling shady? And this little girl is Pearl Fey, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin, and a spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. She's also, like, 9? Yeah. Corain Village is the home of a mysterious Corain channeling technique, and Maya here is the daughter of the Corain School of Channeling's master. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, all right. Earth to Nick! How long are you going to make two gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Nick. I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. Treasure exhibit poster. October 11th, 7:18 p.m. Lordly Taylor, main exhibit hall. Lordly Taylor. City's fanciest and most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Wow. This is awesome! Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it. Oh, they even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fay Manor storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom? Hey, Nick! The person in charge of this exhibit is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. Alright. Oops. I guess we should go and say hello. What's with this big cushion? It's just lying around with nothing on it. Well, it must be for the greatest treasure of all. Greatest treasure? There's something like that? Huh? Why, of course there is. Right, Pearly? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll bet it would really take your breath away. Piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English. 108 Ways to Save Money. Pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it. Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know. Being a medium sounds like a rough way to live. I think I remember this old folding screen here. Pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence. Should have a bullet hole in it. In that murder case that happened in Crane Village. This folding screen is the greatest of all the spirit channeling secrets. The 6-leaf Karain Sacred Writings folding screen. If it's so secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? There's just a bunch of old urns. Are these really treasures too? Of course they are! This is the treasure exhibit, isn't it? Well, yeah, I guess so. So all it takes to be a treasure is age? No wonder nobody likes museums. Oh, Mystic Maya, look! I can't believe it! Oh, it's so cute! It's a little diorama of Karain Village. Yeah, look at that. Somehow it seems to reek of dreariness. Oh, Mystic Maya, it's your house. It even says Fay Manor on it. Yeah, you're right. I kinda want to add the famous in front of it. Don't do it, Maya. They might get mad. Alrighty. Basement Warehouse. October 11th, Lordly Taylor, Basement Warehouse. Yep, this is a basement warehouse, alright. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be so scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh. Mr. Wright. Ah! A monster! You were right. Huh? A monster? Good evening. It's good to see you again. I know you. Haha. Nice to see you again too, little miss. Ah! Hello. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since we last met. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. This computer looks like it's hooked up to the security camera above. And that means what? The camera is set up to take photo of anyone that goes in or out of the storeroom. Then the data from the camera gets uploaded to this computer here. That's what. See, that's some pretty high-tech stuff. Security camera. It's trained on the warehouse door. It's set up to take a picture of anyone that enters or exits the door. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, they say. Looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is the burr. Aha! I've got it! Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. Why would anyone write hamburger that big? Like, maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something? I kind of doubt it. Aha! I've got it! Maybe it said spaghetti. What are you talking about food? Oh wait, that's normal for you. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be spaghetti. Well, maybe it was a typo. It might have said Spaghetti Festival. What do you think? Okay to me. Besides, spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation before somewhere? Says organi. No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organize. You just can't see the last two letters. Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either. Besides, this place is a mess. Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh? Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? Looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. I see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. Really? Let's go in. I want to take a look. Oh, I'm sorry. Unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in there. Did you hear that, Nick? We're unauthorized personnel. Why are you telling me that? Mystic Maya! Take a look next to the door! That's Mystic Amy, right? Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the crane channeling technique, Amy Faye. This statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye Branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. Statue of the founder of the crane channeling technique. It holds the Shichishito. Shichishito? I think so. What's the creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me. How should I know? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. That thing is the crane Shichishito, the ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Aw, phooey. I wanted to cut something. What are you eyeing me for? I'm a lawyer. I owe you a great deal of thanks to that badge. The only reason that I'm still here today. Oh, come on now. It's not true. I think what Nick means to say is, it wasn't thanks to the badge, it was thanks to me. Tell the truth, Nick. I know that's what you were thinking. No way, Maya. So what about this? Sorry, I can't be of more help. I wanted to do something nice for you and your friends, Mr. Wright. So that's why you arranged this exhibit. I knew that Karain Village was the hometown of your assistant, Maya. I thought it would be great to let the rest of the world know about it, too. That's not exactly thanking me, per se, is it? Maybe, but who'd want to see the exhibit on the treasures of Phoenix Wright? I guess I can't argue with that one. I have my own profile now. Me, what can I say? This is my third year as a young but skilled lawyer. You've certainly changed since I last saw you 7 months ago. Really? Yes, you look like you've bulked up a bit. Well, now that she mentions it, I guess I have gotten a little stronger. You're such a dork, Nick. Head of Planning, Promotion, and Security of the Treasures of Crane's exhibit. I finally managed to put the events of 7 months ago behind me. I really love the work that I'm doing now. Honestly, I owe it all to you, Mr. Wright. Oh, it was nothing. And to this little girl, too. Thank you for saying so. Yeah, you were captured. I guess I wasn't much of a help, huh? No, that's not true. You were all a big help to me. You shouldn't take it so personally. It's not like she was exactly free to help. Really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you freaking out on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily. Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle pearls further. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case? Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. That escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. Sorry, Miss Andrews. If it wasn't for us... No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Whew, that's a relief. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be really tiring. Well, Lordly Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums! Yes, I did. That's really wonderful. So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. Sounds good. So, what is with that face she's making? Oh, look, it's already 8. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually... I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Oh, I like the sound of that. Dine. It sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. Ha ha ha. Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with a kid's dinner? Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me. Ha ha. Shall we head upstairs then? After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day, something terrible would happen. October 12th, 10:09 a.m. at Wright & Co. law offices. Nick, this is terrible. What? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. I'm going to turn on the TV. You've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was the work of the renowned phantom thief, Mask the Mask. Mask the Mask? According to a spokesperson, Lordly Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief, who only targets rare treasures. Lordly Taylor? Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Treasure? Lordly Taylor? You don't think... Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask to Mask. Our most valuable treasure. The Crane Sacred Urn was stolen. What? Why? Refresh my memory a little. What's this Sacred Urn? It's only the most important treasure in Crane Village, that's all. Look, it's right there on this poster. So am I. I'm right there. Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. It's so important that it gets destroyed like once every generation and put back together. Namely, the soul of Mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Crane channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Yes, that's right. Hold up. I thought that urn had the name Amy written on it. Now it says I am. Any ideas how that happened, Pearly? Huh? Well... There are some things best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick? Ah, that's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Crane Village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn turned out to be an important clue to that case. What are the treasures of Crane Village? Supposedly priceless. Looks like a plain old pot. Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I... Mr. Nick, your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Doesn't that even bother you?
But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how...
The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master of the Crane School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't.
Okay, I do. So, what am I supposed to do about it?
Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did it. Yeah, and get the sacred urn back.
But I'm not a detective. I'm a lord.
That has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya.
Man, oh man, there's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of this bad guy again?
Mask to Mask, Nick. Make a note of it. Mask to Mask. It was terrible. I was arrested and everything. The second time that's happened.
1 year ago, the murder in Crane Village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings, and this urn wound up being a key piece of evidence that proved her innocence.
Mr. Nick? Would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember. This urn used to say Amy on it. Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well.
Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts. Spelling either.
Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. You put the pieces together wrong, and now, instead of Amy, it says I am. Can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later.
I can't believe it myself.
October 12th, Lordly Taylor.
Right. Let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy.
But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed.
Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh?
Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. Wait a minute, that voice. Oh no, not him again. It's you! And I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here? Hey, it's you first. Why are you here
Alright, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? Hello? It's been a long time, Mr. Scarfy Detective.
Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now's a good chance for you to try to remember it right.
And if it's too long for you, you could just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick.
Yeah. Good to see you again, too. I guess.
Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us what happened?
No, you're trying to remember my name. Atta girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn.
I know about that.
Oh, well, the criminal's name is Mask to Mask.
I know about that, too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that?
Oh, well, I guess I sort of kind of owe you guys, in a way. The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen.
Scene of the crime? You mean here, right?
Wrong. That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. Basement warehouse, huh?
So who was guarding the basement warehouse?
That guy! It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swelled head thinking that he's an ace detective.
Ace Detective?
Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this mask to mask. Is he famous?
What? You're joking, right, Nick? Mask to Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Mask to Mask. So he's kind of a master of disguise, huh? And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lordly Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time.
What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the sacred urn?
Of course I did. The guy's always sending his calling cards before he steals something. Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on the TV. But why do you call him an ace detective anyway? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up.
So, what's he like?
Well, like I told you, Mask to Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back.
Wow, that is impressive. All by himself?
Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us have ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy.
But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief?
Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues. He's down in the basement warehouse, huh? So what's this calling card? Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal? What's this mark on the front? That's Mask to Mask's signature emblem, pal. Could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got him on.
They didn't mention that on the news flash.
We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem. Sent before a heist, the emblem is top secret.
That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you could have your own copycat someday.
Thanks, I guess. Here, take a look at my attorney's badge. Are you still showing that cheap little thing off? A real man keeps his mouth shut. Carries a suave police badge, pal. To be honest, pal, there's something that bugs me. What's that? All the other items that were stolen by Mask to Mask were ones even I had heard of. They were all world-famous treasures. The Tear of Amon or the Crown of Bongora.
The Sacred Urn of Khura'in is famous too. Right, Pearly? Of course, everyone in Khura'in Village knows about it.
Sounds like we've got an unpredictable thief on our hands. Remember, don't tell anyone about that emblem, okay, pal? Does the thief ever send these to the police? No, always to the victims. Up until now, the victims have always come to us looking for help, though.
That's not what happened this time, you mean?
Got that right, pal. Well, listen up. You guys ever get one of these calling cards? I want you to come to us right away. Got me? Yeah, sure. To the security at Lordly Taylor, I will be coming to purloin the most priceless work of art on display in your Treasures of Khura'in exhibit. Take good care of the speckled urn, won't you? Yours truly, Mask to Mask. Alrighty. October 12th.
No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills.
Probably because it's air conditioned. To protect the art pieces, you know? Oh, welcome to my private little bouquet of chaos! I don't think that works. Huh? What the heck does that mean? Hmm. I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please, make yourself at home. Who are you anyway?
Sure, silence.
Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
Well, what do you see?
The body. The truth has once again been inelegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong?
That's scary. How did you know that?
How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I'm a traveler of both time and space, and a swimmer of dreams.
What is he talking about? Can't make heads or tails of it.
Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman, and introduce myself. The name is Atme. Luke Atme. Ace Detective. Oh, hi.
Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of.
Their, name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney.
I'm Maya Fey, Ace Spirit Medium. And I'm, Pearl Fey. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and, Spirit Medium Ace Apprentice.
Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? Why does the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? So are you really as famous as you say? Of course! For a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in this city that had not heard of me. Look at me. I am Master Mask's arch enemy, the ace detective Luke Atme. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light.
Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick?
I've been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Magen, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from mask to mask. With my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles.
Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People Around Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward.
Well, compared to the treasure that I received for them, not much. So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise.
Oh, tell us what you know about Mask to Mask. And keep it simple, please.
Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds? Last night, here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in a most glorious battle. I see. Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here, in Lordly Taylor? Naturally. Wherever Damask goes, you will find Atme laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? More like Damask out-eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway. But this time, I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course. After all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received Mask to Mask's calling card.
Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived?
Yes. You see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized.
Calling card arrived, right?
Yes. So, ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse. And waited for him, alone.
Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help?
Ridiculous! Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? You got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let Damask get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others.
Corn sealed?
Precisely! Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. My own original proverb.
Anyways, back to what happened last night.
As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible. How could it just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, Sir Lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. Someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout. He's rather full of himself.
So you're saying that even though on one... So you're saying that even though no one came through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose?
That's just not possible. Sir Lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior. Huh? What do you mean? This criminal is an artist. Crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Only I, Ace Detective Atme, have an eye which is educated enough to read the signs.
Could you translate that for me, Nick?
I think he pretty much said, don't touch anything, amateurs. There's something you wish to know about. You have but to ask Atme. I know everything there is to know about my rival, Mask to Mask. What do I do now?
Do you have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real criminal buff would know?
I'll think about what to ask while I listen to that about what Mr. Ace Detective has to say. Do not fear, young lady. I promise I shall retrieve your urn.
Thank you, Detective Atme. I'm counting on you.
The final round between Detective Luke Atme and Master Mask is set to begin. Still, there's something funny about this guy.
Yeah, but don't forget, he managed to retrieve the treasure from the last heist.
Yes, I even have a video that details my role in the whole affair. I recorded it directly from the news on TV. Can I interest you in a copy? No, thanks. Master Mask's calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive! But I would expect nothing less from my arch-rival. I'm surprised, to see you in possession of such a top-secret piece of information.
Well, we've got an ace lawyer, an ace spirit medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here.
Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us. Ever. Well, Sir Lawyer, I've been told that you two are pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, not sure I would say...
That's right! We've got to find the sacred urn no matter what we have to do.
Excellent. I trust you. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If, perchance, you should discover something of value, return them to my office. My Office of Earthly Delights, the Atme Detective Agency.
Office of Earthly Delights?
Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. Wait a minute.
He's gone.
I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him.
Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office, too. Take me with you, okay?
A pathetic-looking wooden box.
Ah! That's the box that had the sacred urn in it.
Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on there. It worked so hard to make that box. Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? What's that supposed to mean?
That urn has always been on its stand in the Winding Way of Fame Manor. There was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it.
Poor Maya. Maybe it'd have been better if Master Mask had taken the box too.
Wow, this is awesome! What did Miss Andrews say it was called again?
Shichishito. It's literally 7-branch sword in Japanese. Or so says Miss Andrews. Well, it's pretty heavy.
One hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'd sell like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. The sword... Wasn't Mystic Amy holding it last night?
Ah.
And another thing, the sword wasn't bent last night like it is now.
You're right.
Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice.
The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow.
Ah! I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Atney smashed Master Mask with it. Like this.
Ow! What the heck?
What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before.
Oh man, my head. My hair! Ceremonial sword held in the hands of Amy Face statue. Wasn't bent before the crime.
The statue of Mystic Amy is so cool! I want a gold statue of myself. We could put it in the office.
Hey, it's Wright & Co. How about a gold statue of me?
Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange.
Huh? What is it, Pearls?
The statue of Mystic Amy was there. Was this where it was last night? Ah. I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin.
The statue was moved on the night of the crime. The statue of the founder of the Korean channeling technique moved the night of the crime.
Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over there.
I didn't do that.
Well, it wasn't here last night.
I would have noticed a color this outrageous.
But this paint is already dried up.
Well then, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick. Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. Looks like it's been several days since it was spilt. Hey, look at this.
What is it?
There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left side of this stain.
Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there?
Looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. See lots of big boxes and stuff back there.
I guess that's where they were keeping the sacred urn.
Remember, Maya, Miss Andrews says we're not allowed in there.
Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. Has such a cute name.
Looks like this computer is for storing data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them.
It's probably the trap the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of Master Mask.
Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot.
I don't know how to pull up the photos.
I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick.
Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway.
I guess you have to learn the crawl before you can walk, right, Nick?
Yeah, sure. Anyway, looks like the camera only went off once last night. Camera data. The warehouse camera went off once at around 1 a.m. on the night of the crime. Security camera. It's trained on the big door to the storeroom. Set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out.
A security camera? Yeah, go stand in front of that door and it'll snap your photo too, Pearly. Mystic Maya, do you think I should smile? Nah, it's for criminals. So I think you should make a really scary face. Like this?
Alrighty.
Hey, Nick, your cell phone's ringing.
Bink's right here. Oh, it's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe, what is it? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally! This underdog is the alpha dog today. That stuck-up detective's met his match. Yup, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. You caught him? Are you saying...
You captured Master Mask?
Bingo! Well, actually, he surrendered. But I still got him. Master Mask surrendered.
That's great! So, when can we come and pick up the Sacred Urn?
Well, you see, I was gonna tell you. What? Something wrong? Do you think you can swing by the detention center sometime? The detention center? He wants to talk to you. Master Mask, that is.
What? He wants to talk to Nick?
I'll be waiting for you, pal, so get over here soon. The detention center, huh? October 12th. Hey, pal. Welcome to the detention center. You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you? Yep. After all, we got Master Matt.
Right, but, so where's the Sacred Urn?
Oh, sorry about that, pal. Guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim, in this case.
Huh?
Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth.
You know, he's right, Nick.
He is?
If you think about it real hard, we are the victims.
Well, I guess so, in a way.
I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person, because we're always on murder cases. Excuse me. But anyway, I have to get the Sacred Urn back. Please, don't just ignore me! Who are you? I'm Mask to Mask. Okay. Hey, Nick, doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly? I'm Ron Delight, the famous Mask to Mask.
I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. So you're the Mask to Mask guy?
Yes, you bet. No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes, and sort of no, if you know what I mean. What's wrong? Well, when I say wrong, what I really mean to say is that it's not right, per se. You see, it's not spelled mask to mask, it's actually, mask to mask.
What's with this guy? Well, he's a timid little weakling. We know that much.
Don't do that. Don't look at me like that. I don't need your pity.
And a major crybaby, too. So, why did you give yourself up?
Well, you see, it's because, well, I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure. And now you're overwhelmed with guilt. Am I right?
Priceless treasure? That broken old urn?
I have a little favor to ask.
Yes, what is it?
Could you go and talk to Desi?
Desi?
Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back, I really will. No, maybe not. No, I can't. I can't make promises I can't keep. I'll just end up hurting people. Mr. Nick? I couldn't hear what he just said, especially the last part.
Mr. Damask, do you think you could speak up a little?
Yes, sir. I will, I promise. Maybe not. You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I really can't do anything. Mr. Damask, about the urn? Oh, yes, the urn. Right away. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but actually I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway. Enough already. Just tell it to us straight. Please, please don't yell at me. I'm sorry. That urn, I lost it. What?
What did you just say? Did you say you lost it?
Yes. No. Well, maybe yes. Yes, I lost it. What do you mean? Well, you know, I lost it, like I said. These things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted and you forget your bag, you know? What? You forgot our secret urn on a train?
Wait a minute. You went on the train dressed like that?
No, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just lost it somewhere. I don't know where.
This guy's story is more surreal than a Dali painting.
Are you really sure this creep is Mask to Mask?
Maya, don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. So who is this Desi person?
Please don't talk about my wife like that! I guess she must be his wife. I'm sorry. The truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you could go and visit her at my hideout?
Hideout?
Mr. Nick, what does he mean by hideout? Oh, sorry. Naturally, I meant to say my secret base.
Secret base?
Well, my apartment, actually. Palazzo... Pelpepe? Pelpepe? Palazzo Pelpepe. 3rd floor. Go have a look, Nick. To Mask's hideout.
Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout.
Oh, that's a Mask calling card. Pretty nice looking, huh?
He looks so happy.
I'm not very good at writing, you see. So I bought a book called How to Write Business Letters and studied hard.
Well, I guess you could call thievery a type of business.
I'm really sorry I caused so much trouble. If you're so sorry, then you shouldn't have stolen it in the first place. But the only thing I did wrong was lose it! That's not right. I was wrong either way. I'm sure the owners of the other treasures feel the same.
Sure seems sorry.
Who would have imagined that such a famous thief would have such a pure heart?
What do you think about this? Guns! October 12th, Mask to Mask's hideout. Wow, check this place out.
No doubt about it. This is Mask to Mask's hideout, all right. Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie?
Huh? Who are you people? Are you Desi Delight?
That's right. I'm Desiree.
Ah! Oh, you must be the lawyer.
And the victim.
Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us to stop by and speak with you.
I'm Maya Fey, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nicky boy and Maya, huh? I can't tell how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie. Well, haha, you're welcome.
Did she really call me Nicky boy?
Hey, Nick, look on top of the chair.
Looks like an envelope. And a letter.
Well, don't just stand there. Come on, let's read it.
Maya, you know we shouldn't do that.
What are you talking about? The letter could be an important clue.
No way. You can't just read a private letter because you feel like it. It's not just because I feel like it. It really could be important. Oh, sure it was a clue. I guess I wouldn't mind. There's a whole bunch of stuff piled up over here.
Duck and cover. It's a missile. Did you know there's dynamite in missiles?
But they're not heavy enough to be real. Oh wait, they're just really well-made toys.
What are these rolls of paper stuck in the trash can? Theft of the Mazarin Stone, the Great Albatross Strategy. Theft of the Immortal Goddess Statue, the Great Knuckle Bomber Strategy.
Did the police even investigate this place?
Oh, that's so cute! It's called a hot air balloon, you know.
Wow, there's no fooling you.
I want to make my own air balloon. I want to make my own balloon now. I'll even let you ride in it, Nick.
That emblem on the balloon is supposed to be top secret. That's proof enough that Ron Delight really is mask to mask. I better not tell Maya. She gets kinda scary when it comes to celebrities. This thing looks vaguely familiar.
Oh, I know. It's a fishbowl. Well, an upside-down one anyway.
I think it's a helmet. An alien helmet.
And that looks like a tape recorder or something next to it.
I think it's a transceiver. An alien transceiver.
Nick, do you think maybe you could act like a grown-up for a little bit?
Getting lectured by Maya to be more of an adult. That's a new low. A bunch of cheap costume pieces arranged inside a nice frame.
Look, Nick, it's a fake beard.
There's also a mask made out of cardboard.
Here, Nick, try on this fake beard. Come on, try it on.
Hey, cut it out!
Now, put on the mask. It's Phoenix the Mask.
Let's borrow it for a while. No way. I'm not stealing from a thief. I have enough bad karma as is.
It's Mask the Mask.
There's a tape recorder hanging from his neck.
Let me see that.
I'll be taking this crown now. Better luck next time, gentlemen.
I don't get it. What's this supposed to be, Nick? Nick, it's a torpedo!
It's hard to believe, but it sure looks real.
Where could he have picked up something like this?
Please don't say that torpedoes are things people just leave lying around. There are a bunch of books lying here. They're all romantic-sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves.
Wow, look at all the bookmarks and notes stuck into them.
Let's see here. Note, must remember this thief's way of laughing. Very useful. Note, a calling card is an important part of any good thief's modus operandi. Oh, wow, Ron really studied his stuff. About your husband.
Haha, isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though.
A bit?
By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Huh? Really? They said you own the urn and that you're doing some shady training at a law office now.
Remind me not to watch that channel's news program.
After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned.
I see.
My Ronnie. He has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He keeps insinuating he's going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me. I stole that urn, he kept saying, as if it were even possible. Huh? But are you saying he didn't? Ha ha ha! Of course he didn't! Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that? Well, you know, it's priceless treasure, and he's, you know...
Is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity?
Me? I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? Yes, I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along with my bike going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line. You know what I mean.
Well, I think that depends on how you ride it.
I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband, Ron, doesn't exactly look like the risk-taking type himself. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways.
Other ways?
Yes, money. Ronnie is incredibly rich and super generous. He bought me a bike that's so fast it would make your head spin. And shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. The other day, it actually happened. His head actually started to spin.
Man, talk about a high-maintenance wife.
So where does Mr. Delight get all his money from? Ronnie is a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it.
He's a security guard? I think it's my turn for my head to spin. Can you tell us about what happened last night?
What time did that incident take place again?
What time was it again, Maya?
Well, according to Detective Gumshoe, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Last night was horrible. I got pulled over.
Pulled over?
Yes, I always do my best flying at night.
Flying? You're talking about your motorcycle, right?
Yes, anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell ya. When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home.
Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi.
Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at the time that night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep.
So basically, he's got no alibi. So what do you know about this?
No, you can't show her that, Nick. The emblem is top secret, don't you remember?
Oh, oops, sorry about that. The way she just said top secret was a worse giveaway than what I did.
No, when I hear the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else. Oh, that's so mysterious looking. I love old stuff like this. Really? That's one of our most treasured possessions. There's going to be a whole exhibit at Lordly Taylor with these types of things.
I look so happy. She's lit up like a 1,000-watt bulb.
Terrific. You can count on Ronnie and me to be there. Sounds like fun. Huh? Oh, yeah. Ha ha ha.
Oops, looks like that light bulb is starting to flicker. You do know about your husband and Master Mask.
Master Mask? Of course I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan. Yep. What? Huh?
Biggest fan?
Yes, Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened.
Wait a minute. Did you say delusional?
Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is Master Mask. What? What are you talking about?
So, when did Ron first become Master Mask?
What are you talking about? He's not Master Mask.
Huh? But, wait a second. Look around at this room. This place is obviously Master Mask's hideout.
No, you're totally wrong.
A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this.
It's because Ronnie is so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures. Heroic figures? But Master Mask is a bad guy.
So he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true?
Anyway, if he really had stole the urn, wouldn't he still have it?
Well, I suppose so.
Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not?
She has a point. Mr. Delight isn't exactly the criminal type. But something about Ron's behavior bothers me.
Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight isn't Master Mask after all. Say, can I ask you something, Nicky boy?
What is it?
I know I may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. I had the feeling you wouldn't. You're tough, but I can tell you've got a good heart. Somebody framed my poor Ronnie. I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me?
A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back.
Miss Delight? Okay, you've got it. Just relax and leave it all to us.
Addressed to her husband, Ron Delight. Apparently contains something important. Could you please give that to my Ronnie? The contents are very important. Back to the detention center I go. Oh, that's right. Here, this is from your wife. Oh, from Desi? Thank you. Letter given to Mask. Actually, more like taken. My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine. He's clutching onto that letter so hard, the ink is going to be squeezed out. He looks so happy.
You should write a letter to Mystic Maya too, Mr. Nick.
Mr. Lawyer? Yes?
In the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer.
Huh?
I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow. Hey, hang on a second. He can't be your lawyer.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of this Damask guy.
Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it.
He said, poor man, he's deluded himself into thinking he did it. Right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she could be lying to protect her husband.
Well, that's true. No, actually not. It's hard to say. Oh no, it's spreading.
Oh, please, I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return.
What should I do? Well, Mr. Delight, I've decided to give it a try. I'll defend you.
Really? You will? Hey, what are you doing, Nick? He's a thief. You can't trust him.
Well, he may be a thief, but I think there's more to this case than meets the eye.
Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you.
Pearls?
I can't believe you defend this person after what he did to Mystic Maya. I'll never forgive you. Ever. Well, Pearly, wait!
This is gonna be ugly.
I'll go after her.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Well, you couldn't have known she'd react like that. I guess I might as well start investigating. Oh, Maya, where's Pearls?
She said she's going back to the office. Go check in on her later, would you?
What about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Delight's case?
Yeah, it's fine, Nick. I believe in you.
I think I'm gonna cry.
I know you have a lot of work to do.
I really appreciate it.
Okay, Nick, let's get the show on the road.
Cry. At me, Detective Agency. This is Detective Agency? It's more like the set of some B-grade horror movie.
Hello? Is anyone here?
Looks like nobody's home.
What a waste of time. Hey, I know. Let's take that framed picture back with us as a memento.
Don't you dare, Maya. Guess we'll have to try back later.
Hey, Nick, what's this thing here?
It's called a gramophone. In the old days, people used them to listen to music.
Can't be serious. I think it's probably for purifying the air or something. I'll bet you 50 cents. Come on, what do you say?
Forget it. You never pay up when you lose. What a creepy painting. It's like he's looking right at me.
Maybe we should put up a big portrait of you in the office, Nick. I can even paint it for you. Maybe you can pose while cleaning the toilet.
I think I'd prefer something a bit more dignified.
Wow, it's a huge hearth.
That's a fireplace.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Right, sorry. One impressive bookshelf filled with some very impressive books.
My life as an ace detective. Unabridged edition by Luke Atme, Ace Detective.
Hey, he's even got one of those ships in a bottle thingies.
Ah, would you look at that? There's a little Luke Atme doll at the helm. How cute.
There's a microscope here, too. Wonder if he was researching something. Glass slides have different names on them.
This one says Atme virus. Guy's just dying to make a name for himself, huh?
Getting kind of irritating, actually. This desk is literally covered with all sorts of chemistry equipment.
Oh, I just love chemistry. Say, Nick, I bet you didn't know this, but water is made up of carbon and hydrogen.
No, not carbon. Oxygen. Oxygen and hydrogen.
Oh? Well, there are always alternative theories, I guess.
If by alternative theories you mean the ones you make up inside that head of yours. Alrighty.
Ah, Mr. Nick, welcome back.
Oh, hey, Pearls. You're back too, I see.
I went and bought us a strawberry cake. I'll go make some tea to go with it.
Hey, Pearls.
Looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center. Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I should never have trusted you. I'll never forgive you, ever. Mystic Maya, the tea is ready. Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick. Please have some of this cake.
Yeah, thanks. Pearls?
Oh, excuse me. I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet.
Hey, it's okay. I just cleaned it this morning.
Too late.
Might be a good time for me to ask about her. I first met Pearls a year ago. It was when that murder happened at Crane Village. I still remember what she said to me when we first met.
You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mystic Maya's special someone?
Hey, Maya. I've always thought it was because she was young, but...
But what?
Pearls. I think she's got the wrong idea. About you and me.
Huh? There's something you need to understand.
What is it?
It's kind of like a Crane Village custom, sort of.
Pearl seems to love you a lot.
Well, it's because I'm her only cousin, and, well, because of the murder case last year, Pearlie's mother is...
Oh, yeah. I remember now. Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now.
So, you see, I'm the only family Pearlie has right now. But it's the same for me, too.
Maya.
My mother's gone, too. There are hardly any men in Crane Village.
Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men there when I visited.
I'm pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago. About how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fey family.
Yeah, you did. That's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right?
Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of Korean Village kind of revolves around its women.
Well, that's understandable. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages.
Oh?
Well, men start to feel left out after a while, and then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter.
Are you saying that Pearls' father...
He's gone. He left the village when she was very young.
Boy, that's tough.
Yeah, and she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that.
So your mother's still missing?
Yeah, no one has any idea where she is.
Maya's mother, Misty Fey. Current master of the crane channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. But you're sure she's still alive, right?
Yeah, I know she is. It's sort of a spirit medium thing.
And if your mother doesn't come back, then what?
Then according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master.
Mystic Maya, the master of the Crane technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility.
Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood of the Fey main family who's a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start investigating? We're not going to learn anything just sitting around the office.
Yeah, I know. But first I want to talk to Pearls.
Mr. Nick?
Yeah?
I acted like a baby.
Pearls.
I doubted you, even though Mystic Maya trusted you completely. I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick?
Yes?
From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said.
Aw, it's okay. I'm the one that should be apologizing.
Well, I'm going out now for a little bit.
Huh? Where are you going?
I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power. So I'm gonna show you just how show you I can be useful too, by finding some evidence.
Hey, wait a... Ah, she sure runs fast.
Nick, let's back off and give her some room, okay?
She's 9! She's 9! Don't let her wander the streets. Yeah. Is he back yet? Nope.
Maya! Oh, Miss Andrews. I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. Your precious urn. Your precious urn.
Please, calm down. What's wrong?
It never ends. Everything I touch ends in failure. Maya, I'm sorry. I'll do anything to make it up to you. No, it's okay. I know I don't look it, but I'm good with my hands. I can make you another urn. Hold on. Just wait, okay? Breathe. Calm down and talk to us. Forgive me. Forgive me.
So when did you get the calling card from Mask to Mask?
Let's see. Exactly 10 days ago. I was going to show it to the police, but that detective stopped me. So you asked Detective Atme to help with security? Yes. In fact, it was about 20 days ago that I hired him. He seems to know much more about Mask to Mask than the police.
So you hired him for security even before the calling card arrived?
Well, yes. I had a premonition that something bad might happen. I learned to trust my hunches.
That's why there are security cameras even in the basement warehouse?
Yes, Lordly Taylor is very serious about the security measures. It was their way of saying bring it on to any potential thieves.
Well, he sure brought it last night, and even left with a nice souvenir.
Can you tell us a bit about the security for the treasure exhibit? It was all my fault. I never should have called that paltry little collection a treasure exhibit anyway.
Why do you say that? The urn that was stolen is a pretty important object.
Maybe, but its actual value after appraisal was, well, practically zero. Zero? I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it more valuable. But that urn contains the soul of Mystic Amy. Anyway, I left all the security arrangements to Detective Atme. But 5 days ago, I began receiving all sorts of other exhibit items from Coraine. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse down there. Maybe one of them was actually Master Mask in disguise. No, I personally checked out everyone that came through here, so that's not possible.
Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked out what they ate for breakfast that morning. Miss Andrews. I know, it's all my fault. What's done is done. I'll make a new urn for you. Okay. Thank you.
Hello?
Well, well, how lovely it is to see you again, my dear. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere. We're actually kind of... Shh! Silence! Precisely as I expected.
What is it?
Davari. The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium. Am I correct?
I think we've already been through this.
Ah, so my estimation was correct. Davari. How truly elegant. Now then, what can I do for you? You mentioned before that you were on guard duty all alone last night. Precisely. This is my 5th encounter with my arch enemy. I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with the rightful pursuit of my prey.
I heard you've been after Master Mask since his very first theft?
Yes, my dear. I see you've done your homework. In his very first heist, that vile thief pilfered the famous jewel, the Tear of Emanon. I first encountered him in the museum's sacred hall, the crime scene itself.
So that's why you were hired as security for the treasure exhibit?
Pretty sure he said that Adrian Andrews hired him. Yes, I borrowed some equipment from Lloyd Lee Taylor and set the perfect trap. You must mean the security camera.
But I thought you were watching the area yourself, too. So how did Master Mask manage to steal the urn?
That's the million-dollar question. What is the Mask's modus operandi?
Mr. Atme, did you know about the sacred urn?
I'm interested in only one thing, my dear, and that is Master Mask. Sacred urn? That has nothing to do with this case. But wasn't that what Master Mask stole this time? I'm a hunter, sir. The urn was nothing more than a lure to catch my prey. Do you yourselves remember the shape of the individual peanuts you throw to pigeons?
I don't think I like this guy's attitude, Nick.
Well, anyway, it looks like he doesn't know about the urn.
There's something that's kind of bothering me.
Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we are all but seekers wandering alone in the dark.
Well, I was wondering how Master Mask managed to steal the urn. I mean, isn't it strange that you didn't seem to know?
Yeah, now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were on guard that night at the scene of the crime. Unless you were sound asleep, you should have at least seen Master Mask. Yeah. Just one lock. What the? It's a Psyche lock.
The Psyche lock? Hey, Nick, what is this Psyche lock thing?
Well, your Magatama lets me see when people are keeping secrets. By breaking their mental locks, I can find out what those secrets are.
What? This Magatama has that kind of power?
Maya, you're the one who gave me this Magatama last year.
Well, it's true that this Magatama is a prized Fey family heirloom, but Pearly was the one that actually imbued it with spiritual powers, right? That's why I don't really know much about what it can do.
This is the woman that's going to take over the Kurain channeling school someday?
So, how did you do it? How do you do it? How do you break the Psyche lock thing?
Well, you present the Magatama to the person with the secret.
Cool. Can't wait to see it in action. Come on, try it out.
Oh boy, I think the future master still needs to learn how to be patient. Alrighty. Detective Atme, you were standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see Master Mask commit the crime. Well now, I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. Yes, indeed, I was guarding the warehouse, that much is true. But I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door. I'm not sure why, but this Atme guy is lying through his teeth. I know. I'll show him some proof. Detective Atme, I have your proof that someone went through the door last night. There was a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. It should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that went through that door. Precisely. I hope you don't mind, but we've already gotten our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night. What? But my monocle didn't catch anyone in its flash. It must have been some kind of computer malfunction. It must be. Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned. What? Are you saying that I didn't do my duty properly? Detective Atme, you must have seen the thief last night. Question is, why are you trying to hide it? If he's hiding it, there must be some reason. Some reason that he desperately wants to keep hidden. And I've got just the piece of evidence that should prove it. Okay, let's suppose you didn't manage to see Mask to Mask. In that case, the reason you didn't at that time was because you were... I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me your evidence! Detective Atme, you were knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you? Ha ha ha! Surely you must be joking! You think that I, Luke Atme, could be knocked unconscious so easily? This sword proves it. Before the theft, this sword was in the hands of the statue of Amy Faye. Furthermore, at that time, it was not bent. There's only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by this sword. Well, detective, how about it? I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney. I guess we must progress through these trials and tribulations. Alright. I can't deny that there may be a small hint of truth in what you say. So you were knocked out when the thief first clobbered you? Clobber. What an ugly way to say it, but I suppose you could put it that way. The coward struck at the precise moment that I turned to look at the computer. So you never noticed that the thief had entered the warehouse? No, coward must have wormed his way through somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air ducts or the sewer pipes. Then my arch-nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. Ouch! Mr. Atme should have his poor head examined. You could say that again. How could he have underestimated the thief that badly? Damask knocked Atme out during the crime with a blow to the head. To the back of the head. It looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway. Huh? What? That Atme is the greatest ace detective in the world? No, that he never actually saw the thief. Oh, that's right. So the thief may not even be Mask to Mask. Just one moment, Sir Lawyer. The thief was unquestionably Mask to Mask. But you never actually saw him. Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera for just such a contingency. Oh. Last night, the camera went off exactly once. Behold! This is a photo of the dastardly thief taken by the security camera. That's him! Mask to Mask! Photo of a storeroom entrance taken by the camera on the night of the crime. The thief can be none other than my arch-criminal, Mask to Mask. After all, he has a very good reason for committing such brazen crimes. What are you talking about? So, what did you mean by he had a very good reason? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate. But how would you know about that? Have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest ace detective ever to walk on the face of the earth. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever. Look at me. Well, I guess we better go take a look just in case.
Hey, Nick, remember what Detective Atme said?
Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate. A green envelope, huh? Looks like this is it.
Okay, let's have a look. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000? 50,000?
This is the blackmail letter. Sure looks like a major clue, all right. Written with a fountain pen found in Ron's room.
Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second, I promise. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you.
Want to see a damsel in distress? I just can't help myself.
Please, come on in. I'll make some coffee.
Really? Okay, I guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady. Oh, fuck. Wait a minute. I know that voice.
Oh, Nicky boy, I'm so sorry, but I've got another guest.
You're... Nick! It's you! And Maya, too! Oh, what a fluke!
Ah, Larry, long time no see. What? You know each other?
Nicky boy? Nick, do you and this girl have, something going on? Something? You mean what I think? I underestimated you, Nick! A gorgeous lady like this? And married, too? Way to go, dude! I knew it. Just when things can get any worse, it's time to cue in the butts. Larry Butts. Ever since grade school, he's been... not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other. Hey man, that wasn't nice. No, I was your first client. We've got quite the storied history here, and he and I. And what we used to say still rings true. Something smells, it's usually the butt. Hey, come on now, you're embarrassing me. And in front of this pretty little thing here.
So you two are old childhood friends, I see. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up on old times. I'm going to go check on my bike.
Nice girl, that Desi. So, how you been, Nick? Too busy if you really want to know. I don't want to talk to you. So what have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I heard from you. Good. 2 beautiful years. And what's with those clothes? You look, well, weird. Hey man, that's uncalled for. This is my uniform for my part-time job. But I can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun. What's wrong? Nick, I gotta tell you. Women, I don't trust them anymore. Got dumped again? Well, you know Bennifer. I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. That's when I met the famous Caddy Tom and my whole life changed. Bennifer? Caddy Tom? Never heard of either of them. Anyway, dude. Caddy Tom chose Hollywood over me, can you believe it? Sounds like you chose Caddy Tom over Bennifer.
Well, actually... Anyway, it sounds like you had quite the adventure.
Women. They're so... Oh, but you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest. Looks like he's still the same old Larry. So what are you doing here, anyway? Huh? Well, what do you mean by that? I'm just a natural-born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked this up last night while I was working. A wallet? You say you found this last night? Yeah, it has a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return it myself. Found by Larry at his part-time security job's company building. Night of the crime. It's Ron's wallet. Hang on, let me see that for a minute. I knew it. Desi's picture is in here. Yeah, I guess he really digs his wife, huh? Hey, Nick. It's not what you're thinking at all. No, I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit. Aw, no way, man. I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news. He really is here just to check out Miss Delight.
But you said you found it at your job, right?
Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. Chicks just love a guy in uniform, you know? Security guard, huh? So that's what that uniform is all about? So what time was it when you found this last night? Huh? Why are you asking me that? Trying to see if I've got an alibi? You're not the one on the hook for a crime this time, buddy. I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building. What was Mr. Delight's wallet doing there? Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there. He works there? You mean Mr. Delight? Sure. Here, take a look at this. It's right here in his wallet. What's this card? It's a key card for the security company. And see, it's got a serial number on it, right there. There's no mistake about it. You said you were working part-time at a security company, right? That's right. Why are you making that scary face? Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. I need to find out as much as I can about this key card. Found inside Ron's wallet, apparently used for the building of his part-time job. You didn't touch anything in the wallet, did you? Hey man, I'm serious. Be serious. You know what I was interested in. Master Mass doesn't look out. He's gonna be the victim of a robbery himself. So you're sure about this key card? Yep, that's the key card we use at the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. It leaves a record? Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Larry, I need that data. Whoa, slow down, man. Sorry, but this data is off limits to outsiders. If I lost this job, I'd never have a chance with Desi. Times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Found in Ron's wallet. Opens the KB Security CEO's office. Leaves a record when used. Hey Larry, what about this? What? If you got something to say, then say it already. Huh? A blackmail letter? Do you know anything about this? What? I don't know anything about Alexis, and that's the truth. Huh? What? I can't believe you do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000. I don't have that kind of money. No, you don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Ron Delight. Ooh, man, you scared me. I almost had a heart attack, you idiot. Wait, I'm the idiot? Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope. Yeah, so what? That's where I've got a part-time job at KB Security. What? Sounds like I should really find out some more about this KB Security company. KB Security, the company in the blackmail letter. You know about it? That's where I work, yeah. In fact, I'm on the job right now. Huh? So, what are you doing here, then? Well, the boss is away right now, and you know what mice do when the cat's away. Yes. Anyway, how far away is this company? Let me see, about 30 minutes by car, I guess. Well, if you fly down the road, anyway. Well, this apartment building is pretty close to Lordly Taylor, right? And it would take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back. Ron Delight was at KB Security when the robbery occurred, then... Whoa! Then he couldn't have stolen the sacred urn. Hey, Nick, your phone!
Hello? Is this the right residence?
Ah, Pearls! Where are you?
I thought I'd go to Lordly Taylor to try to find some more clues, but... I'm afraid I've gotten lost. What? Give me that phone, Nick. Pearly, where are you right now? I was walking along and found myself in front of that person's office. That person? Who? That person who doesn't act his age and always says Zavari when he's excited.
Look at me, ace detective.
Okay, stay right there. We're coming to get you. All right. I'm a little scared.
I would be too. Alright, let's go, Maya. Wait a second, Nick. What? That phone call just now sounded like a real cutie. Another one of your, special friends. Say goodbye to Miss Delight for me, would you, Larry?
Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, Pearly. I never thought I'd see the two of you again.
Do not let the 9-year-old wander the streets of San Fran, Tokyo, or whatever the fuck this place is. This is like America, Japan. Japanica. I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty sure, after the original trilogy, when it gets to, like, the Investigations games and, Apollo Justice, it becomes much more Japanese with, like, ramen shops and, like, Yakuza. But the first trilogy has very Americanized localization, where instead of... I actually don't know what it originally was. It's not hamburgers that they want. Maybe it is ramen. Maybe they eat ramen, but it's hamburgers now. Anyway, so is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office?
Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight. Say, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were here last?
Yes, now that you mention it. Let's snoop around.
This bag, I'm sure it wasn't here before. Looks quite full. I wonder what it could be in here. Hey, Nick, come on, open it up.
Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property.
Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation.
That's true. Truth be told, I have to admit, I am kind of curious.
Well, what's in there?
Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there!
Hey, he's here!
What are you doing, Sir Lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law so flagrantly. I'm really sorry. Maya made me do it.
Nick, I can't believe you!
A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial, Zavari. Shall we say the figurative Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime?
Wow, Nick, sounds like it's gonna be really exciting.
What's going to happen at the trial tomorrow that's so dramatic? You know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer. It was becoming a lawyer in the first place.
That certainly does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick.
Tomorrow will be a day to remember. I, Luke Atme, will take the stand. And then, Zavari, my testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you. Yes, all of you! I will unmask you as the thief's co-conspirators.
Conspirators?
You're quick on the defensive, I see. However, it is not I that is your greatest enemy. There is a far more dangerous threat that you will face during the trial.
What are you talking about?
Sir Lawyer, if you truly are who you say, I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Godot. Godot? You have taken a step down the path of foolishness. To try and defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty.
Hey, last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Delight really is Damask.
My dear lady, times may change, but people sadly do not. Well, you will understand this when you are more mature.
Who is this Godot person?
It's not surprising that a spirit medium has not heard the name. Godot the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. Godot, a legend or myth. Men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him.
Prosecutor Godot? But the best prosecutor in the country isn't Godot, it's Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't that right, Nick?
No surprise that a spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. But Ace Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad.
Huh?
In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot as the best in this country.
And you agree with that?
Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the Luke Atme of the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's good to hear. The prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow. Mr. Nick, is this Godot really that strong?
I seem to remember hearing about someone like that. Not surprising. Some people spend their entire lives idly waiting for his appearance. Looks like we're done investigating for the day. Sir Lawyer, the stage has been set and all the pieces are finally in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin. A new prosecutor, an ace detective, and a thief. This will be one tough trial. To be continued. Yeah. Save my progress. And I'd say that's good enough, especially since I have work tomorrow. You know, kind of need to sleep. I guess I don't have to, but, you know, worth doing. It's worth doing. You know, at least like 4 hours. At least 4 hours. But anyway, that is going to be it for now. I like the Stolen Turnabout a lot, because it mixes things up a bit. It's usually murder trials. Now, spoilers, it eventually becomes a murder trial. But still, the fact that the first investigation and trial is about a theft or larceny, or however, it is very interesting and makes this a very unique case. All of the characters are also pretty good. I really like Luke Atme. Adrian Andrews returning is always nice, because Adrian Andrews was a star character in the finale of the last game, and having her here is great. Ron Delight and Desi Delight are pretty good characters. But the star of the show is waiting for us in the trial. Of course, the true star of any Ace Attorney game, the prosecutor of the game, Godot. Claude Godot. Okay. But yeah, can't wait. That's going to be it for now. Thank you all for watching, especially if you got this far, and stick around, because there's a lot more to come.